Now, when it comes to ADAS, today we're going to be talking about more specifically DVR mirrors and dash cams, which are probably two of the most elaborate and most popular items within this category, but with a brand you may not have heard before. Well, sort of. The brand at hand is called Tanlink, and they're responsible for the majority of sales on Amazon. So, why on earth are we covering this on CMA Networks, where we're about to find out why, and maybe it's an opportunity that you've been missing all along? This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Tanlink Corporation. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and you are tuned into CMA Networks, where we talk mobile electronics day in and day out. Tanlink Corporation, that's what we're talking about today, and it's probably a brand you've never heard of. And I don't blame you, because really, in the public's eye and in advertising and marketing, you probably wouldn't come across this company. However, what if I told you they are responsible for the vast majority of sales on online platforms such as Amazon, for DVR mirrors as well as dash cams? So now you're thinking, Ben, why are we talking about this? This is Amazon stuff. Well, if you're a dealer, I'm sure by now, in fact, I'm pretty confident, you've probably already had customers coming to you asking for you to install these devices in their vehicles. The question is, what's in it for you, the dealer, beyond the install? Well, today we've got their product expert, Jonathan Detlefsen, joining us to break down not only some of the more popular models that Tanlink has, but also a case for why you, as a dealer, should definitely take a closer look. Jonathan, welcome back to CMA Connected. What's our agenda for today's conversation?
Hey, what up, Ben? It's always good to be here, man. Love hanging out with you. So really, it's kind of twofold, man. I want to in-hand a couple of the actual products because, I mean, I get it. It's like you said, it's on Amazon, so you always kind of have that like, is it really worth it? Is it going to be one of those wish.com things? So I want to give a couple in hand, but then really I want to just push out and explain how here at Tanlink Corporation, we want to actually partner with dealers, and we want to help you take some of that money away from Amazon. We want to help you give your customers what it is. And just like you said, not just be the installer, but be everything and get all of the extra stuff. So really, I want to give you a quick, this product is good, it's worth taking a look at, and then a promise to you that we're going to make sure that it's profitable for you. That's kind of my plan today.
Well, John, this has the brewing of some really good dialogue. But first, an opportunity for our sponsor, SiriusXM, to remind you why it's always an important add-on sale. And when we come back, let's discover the opportunities that may reside with what Tanlink Corp has to offer. We'll see you guys after the break.
Hey, Paul here with SiriusXM, and I'd like to talk to you about attachment selling and why the SiriusXM product is one of the best things to add, especially since we don't trade dollars with any other category. I could go through all of this, but let's hear what some of our dealers have to say.
It's an easy add-on that takes, 10, 15 minutes if we're running an antenna, 1 minute if we've got an adapter to plug it into the factory SiriusXM antenna, and it's extra money, so no brainer.
I present it to every customer because a lot of customers don't know what all they can do with Sirius. They don't know what all content they could have. It just makes too much sense not to sell it.
It creates a different customer loyalty and customer security when you explain to them why it's a better experience. Just gets them back in the door. And then the next car, they're already asking for it again. So it just keeps selling itself. It makes more sense.
Well, there you have it. You heard from our dealers. Just remember some of the best practices. Make sure you have one on display so you can demo it. Make sure you're taking advantage of our rewards program, because if you're not taking advantage of that, you're leaving even more money on the table. Make sure you got our POP up on display. And other than that, just make sure you're recommending it.
And welcome back. Always a pleasure to have you on the show, Jonathan. But this time we're in a different hat. We're talking about Tanlink Corporation. So out of the gate, I've been kind of hinting at our audience that Tanlink is a huge company that they probably haven't heard of yet. So why don't you break down for us real quick how the makeup of this organization and what's going on here?
Yeah, for sure. So Tanlink Corporation has actually been around quite a while. They're huge on the marketing side, and in that they've got connections with factories. And so Red Tiger and Wolf Box, like you mentioned, are probably the most popular when it comes to DVR cameras. Wolf Box, when it comes to their mirror cameras, like everybody absolutely loves the Wolf Box mirror camera. You even Google or go on Amazon, top selling, these are the brands. And that is mainly because of what Tanlink has done as far as the marketing is concerned. Marketing is huge for them. And so what's kind of come about is they want to be able to step into the dealer side of things and be able to create customers that aren't just onesie twosie customers, but bulk customers, returning customers, customers that will actually kind of help filter back even into the development side of things, being able to kind of give a little bit of feedback from an actual installer. Hey, if you do this plug this way, just little knick-knack things like that, because they do genuinely care about the product. So the product is out there. And I mean, you know how it is with Amazon. Like it's a love-hate relationship. Everybody hates them and then uses them. So it's kind of
here's the thing, right? And for you longtime viewers of CMA, I'm not gonna lie, I have been guilty of knocking maybe Amazon down a couple notches here and there. There are certain product categories which I am not a big fan of customers going to buying inferior product that hasn't been engineered and tested to work well in vehicles. You and I have had this conversation before. However, like to everything, there's always caveats. There's always exceptions to the rule. So let's clarify for the folks tuning in here. Tanlink, through their brands, Red Tiger and Wolfbox, have absolutely dominated this category on Amazon, for example. We're using this as a big example here. They sell tons and tons of these products.
Crazy.
You're here today, John, to educate dealers that when it comes to these particular products, not only are they great in quality, but also pack the features that people are looking for. And like it or not, people are buying them anyways. You guys are probably installing them. So let's have that conversation, right?
Yeah. And that's really, like, when we started talking about getting to do this, that was really what I wanted to swing for the fences with in our time together. Like, the product is cool, and I think the product is full of features. We'll show some of the cool features. We'll show the build quality. But really, it's the mentality, like, this product's getting bought and brought into your shop. I don't know that I've been at a show this year where we haven't had a dealer come in and say, "Oh, Wolfbox, oh, Red Tiger, this stuff's great. So and so brought this in. I've installed hundreds of these things. Customers bring them to me all the time." And so we have those conversations. So I know most dealers have touched this stuff, probably installed this stuff. And so what we are here, Tanlink Corp here in the States, is we are trying to grow that dealer network so that you can have that stuff on your shelf. And you can make all the margin, not just the labor, but all the sales margin. And it gives you something like when it comes to, like you mentioned, brand names. When you walk into a store, right? Like if you want to buy a TV, like LG, Samsung, those are the names that pop up. Like when you start to see like off-name brands, you're kind of like, you know, you got it. Somebody has to sell it to you. It might be a better brand. Like, let's be real. Like there are brands that are not super popular that might be a better brand. So when you have a customer coming in who's like, the best DVR is the Wolfbox or the Red Tiger, and you got to try and sell them into something else, like, it's just more work for you. And with Tanlink and us partnering with you with some really good product, you can sell them what they're asking for with the, like, I don't know, confidence that you're not selling them junk.
Right,
like it's genuinely really good stuff.
And so here's the opportunity, guys. So again, we'll give you some info at the end of the show of how to become a dealer. Let's break down some product. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
So that everybody understands that this is top level stuff. All right. So the first product we're going to dive into here, I'm going to let you talk about, is probably their best seller. I did a little search myself on Amazon, and I mean, this thing is like first thing that comes up. And if you look at the units sold, it's kind of scary. I'm actually like freaking out.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is the G900 Pro, and what it is, it's a mirror dash cam with or DVR with tons of ADAS features. So why don't I let you go? Let's learn more about this G900 Pro.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually have one in hand here. I want to give you guys a 4K image of myself. Isn't that a good looking? Hang on, there we go. Look at that 4K beauty of myself. Anyway, so this is the basic. Doesn't matter which Wolfbox camera you get when it comes to the mirror. It's pretty much going to be this as far as what it looks like. What changes is all of the stuff inside it and the programming. So like this G900 Pro, this one's going to have a front facing, which is a 4K camera. It's also going to come with a rear camera that you can run out so that you can actually use it as a backup camera or a backup mirror. So for example, in our Jeep, I've got this in our Jeep because I can't see out the back window. So it's really nice to actually have a camera. 1080 camera in the back. But these cameras are high quality, and the video processing that they do is phenomenal for both when it's super bright outside. So if you're driving and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the sun's in front of you, rather than the screen washing out, it actually does this whole crazy thing to make sure that the screen goes, or the sun goes black, and you actually still get a very good 4K video of what's going on in front of you. And then when it comes to being super dark, we've got a really, really high-end video processor for really low light too. So using this as a rear view camera, even with the or a rear view mirror, right? Because it's replacing the mirror. It's really nice because even in low light, you can still see it's still going to be a phenomenal thing, and it's still recording. It's all recording in loops like every DVR does. I don't feel like I need to explain standard DVR stuff to you guys because you guys probably get all of that stuff. It can mount simply with just a couple rubber straps right around that factory mirror. So you can just put this right over that factory mirror, run it down, plug it in the cigarette lighter, be done with it. But we also have a bunch of upgrade features, which mostly doesn't happen on Amazon, or that's usually why they end up in your shop. So we have actual brackets that you can put in there, so you can actually take off the straps on the back of this, turn it into an actual fit-in for a specific vehicle with the whole thing, so it looks like a full-on mirror. We've got hard wires, so you can do a 3-wire stuff, so it can actually have constant power. So it has like G sensing, so if somebody hits the car, it's already recording. So it's got the, now I'm not even in my car and it's guarding my car. And then it comes with ADAS. So this 850 ADAS has got everything from front collision, so it's going to give you a warning if you're coming up too fast. It's going to give you, it actually will put boxes around the different cars as far as how far out they are from you. We've got stuff like pedestrian alerts, so it's going to scan constantly and see if there's a pedestrian going to shoot out in front of you. So any of you guys in those urban areas, we've got pedestrian stuff. We've got stop and go for, you know, I mean, let's be real, we all text and drive. So if you happen to be at that red light and you're on your phone and the car in front of you takes off, it's going to ding at you to say, hey, knucklehead, the guy in front of you left. So we got stop and go alerts. We also have lane departures because it's going to keep an eye on that. So, you know, again, you look at your phone or you're not paying attention, it's going to alert you if you start to go in and out of the lanes when you're not supposed to. And because it has the rear camera, it's actually going to give blind spot awareness. So you're going to be able to have the turn your turn signal on. And if it sees something there that you're not seeing, it's going to give you an alert that, hey, there's somebody in your blind spot over there. And then the last bit of the driving features we have is a rear collision. So it's going to monitor cars behind you and how quickly they're coming up to you so that it can give you some sort of alert just before perhaps somebody rear-ends you. So if you can get over, you have that opportunity. So we even have a rear collision alert for you. So all of that compacted into this beautiful mirror, along with touchscreen controls. It has an app, so you can actually pull video straight from the mirror to your phone wirelessly. You don't even have to pull the SD card out of it if you don't want to. All highly feature-packed, and I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. Works perfect. Customer get in there. I don't know that I can say much more or much less. I don't know. It's a great DVR system, phenomenal DVR system, and it's even cost effective.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're not going to teach our audience what these cameras do, but you did a really good job because this thing is loaded with features. Like, I mean, I was listening to you go, Jonathan, and literally every box I wanted to check, you checked off with this one thing. So now I'm going to blow some brains, all right? Because not only did we establish that this thing is a hot seller, right? Selling thousands of units. You just went through the feature set, which was quite inclusive of everything you can think of when it comes to DVR, 2-channel, mirror, image quality, ADAS features, all that stuff. Now we're going to do some shock value. Jonathan, what is the retail price of this system?
Yeah, retail is going to be right around $230.
Guys, $230 USD for our international viewers is an incredibly well-priced unit that offers this type of feature, this type of quality. So out of the gate, we can see, you know, we're starting to understand the story here, right, of why this thing is doing so well. Now, we're going to keep going because there are 3 more items we want to talk about. The next model down from the G850 Pro that Jonathan just presented is the G840H, which is, I guess, another variety based on that system. What is the difference here?
Yeah, so this one's pretty much, the 840 is just going to pull off the ADAS stuff. So you're just going to have basically a DVR, which again is what I hope people can start to see. Like do some research, check the websites, see what we have, because there is a lot of tiers when it comes to the DVRs. Like they're not just making one version. They're making a really stripped down version. Like if somebody just wants one camera, they don't care about all the extra stuff. Well, we've got that. And then we've got stuff that's going to have ADAS and stuff like that. So yeah, all of the touchscreen features, the app, and all the stuff that you want, the same high quality cameras when it comes to night and day vision, all of that stuff's going to be in that 840 as well. But if the customer's like, I could care less about the ADAS, because I'll be honest with you, ADAS
Or maybe
is
the
either,
vehicle already has all these features. Like I know
Right.
my vehicle already has all
Yeah.
those ADAS features.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, why double it up? And I
Fair
can
enough.
save 30 bucks and not deal with the ADAS stuff. Yeah.
but same
it
quality,
just is what it
same
is.
screen, same
Yeah,
camera
everything's going to
quality.
be the same. Yep.
Okay, so that's the 840H, which is a stripped down version minus ADAS. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're still talking about mirrors, DVR, but a very popular category within this mirror category is especially for share or like ride share kind of drivers that want that third channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you know, most of these systems are what we call 2-channel systems, right, Jonathan, where you have a front facing camera and a rear facing camera. But in the case of a ride share, a lot of people want to have a camera for the interior of the cabin to, you know, monitor their passengers or whatnot. What option do we have that can accommodate that?
So we actually have what we call the TRIPRO. We have the TRIPRO mirror, and here's the thing: we actually have two versions. So I'll start with the one you mentioned, with the in-cab one. So we have a TRIPRO, which means it's going to have this same mirror, same 1080 camera in the back, and a second 2K camera that's going to be an in-cab that you can put wherever you need to put it, depending on your vehicle. Right? It's going to be 100% where it needs to go, and that will record all separately. One thing I didn't mention, but hopefully you realize that just swiping the screen actually will switch through the camera. So if you have a 2-channel camera and then you swipe the screen, it's going to go from front to rear. If you've got one of the TRIPROs, you can actually swipe and it's going to go camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and then it actually can do split screen as well. So you could do both cameras on one screen, or you could do all 3 cameras on one screen. It's great. I'm telling you, the TRIPRO is amazing for in-cab stuff, but the TRIPRO also has an option for you off-road guys if you wanted to put a front trail camera. So a lot of the front trail camera is a huge thing when it comes to the Jeep, and it's even happening on the Raptors and all the big stuff, is being able to see down in front of you. If anybody's ever done any off-roading, you know at a certain point when you're shooting up in the sky, all you see is blue. You need to see what's in front of you. So we actually have an option with our TRIPRO where we'll give you a front camera that you could put on that front grille or front bumper, and you can have a trail cam as well. So as simple as just swiping your mirror, and now you can see what's in front of you while looking in front of you. It's kind of a game changer. So our TRIPRO is really it's wide. Now, this is kind of a weird thing. You could do all 4 cameras and just kind of unplug and replug them up there. I mean, some of us techie guys would probably do that, right? Being able to switch the camera. So when I'm on the trail, I want to do that. So if you want to record in cab, plug in the in cab one, and then when you're out on the trail, swap it. That's an option because we actually have the ability for you guys to sell all the different features. So yeah, man, TRIPRO, really, really cool. I actually have some really cool video of us off-roading, both me in cab and outside in my Jeep, because it is a super cool thing. So not only do we have a 2-channel, but we have 2 options when it comes to a 3-channel. And that one actually comes with a 30-month warranty as well, which I don't think you'll need because, like I mentioned, super high quality.
All right, so we've taken some time to look at some of these wolf box options. We've covered the G850 Pro, which is that mirror with the ADAS features. We've covered the G840H, which is the stripped down version, sans ADAS features. And now 2 different varieties when it comes to 3-channel, depending on whether you're maybe an Uber driver or maybe you're a Jeeper. 2 options there with all the accessories. The last one is going to be pretty basic, but yet not basic. What I mean by that is not everybody wants a mirror option. Maybe you just want a traditional dash cam. Maybe your car already comes with a nice, high definition mirror. That's great. We now switch to another brand that is under the Tanlink umbrella, which is called Red Tiger. Again, guys, do your due diligence. Research this. You can't avoid it. It pops up like crazy. This is the F9 best-selling dash cam. What can you tell us, Jonathan?
Yep. Yeah, so again, Red Tiger, Wolf Box, they're using the same kind of components. They're just putting it into different applications and whatnot. So the F9 is different, where Red Tiger has a variety of cameras like this that actually has a screen on the back of it that would give you front and rears. The F9 is a little different because sometimes having that screen on your windshield is a little distracting. Maybe it's a little bit too big. So what the F9 is actually just a camera. So it gives you a nice little simple place to put this up high, gives you the adjustability. Sorry, I'm one-handed today, to be able to get the right angle. And then it also comes with a rear camera. And All right, guys, I'm going to confess a little bit here. As an installer, I'm going to be honest with you. This is my favorite rear camera because the install is simple. So whereas most of the other rear cameras are external cameras that you have to mount somewhere, the F9 actually comes with an inside camera. So it's as easy as running this out to the back window, sticking on the back window, which means your install time just got a whole lot easier because you're just kind of tucking that wire along the headliner in there. And then Red Tiger, like Wolfbox, has the app, so you can go in there, you can actually download all of your videos, whatever you need to, right there on it. This F9 has the shock sense in it as well, so if you happen to be in any kind of collision, it will actually lock that video for you to make sure that you don't lose it. It'll give all of the alerts and whatnot. I'm telling you, it's a really amazing, solid, simple DVR camera for the guys that, you know, I just want it for safety. I don't want to do all of the extra stuff. I don't care to see what's happening. I just want to know that if somebody did something, I would be able to record it. I'll be honest. I think it was roughly 6 months ago, there was a TikTok video that went out where the guy pulled out in front, stopped, and then backed up and hit the car. That video actually crashed both Red Tiger and Wolfbox website and sold out everything they had because customers saw the need. So the customers are there. And we've got answers for all of it. So if you went with Red Tiger, where it's a really simple camera, or you went all the way to like the TRIPRO, and even the TRIPRO, I didn't get to mention this, but even the TRIPRO, your retail price is just at $435 for a 3-camera DVR system with high quality. So guys, the market wants it, the people want it, and we're here to help you as a dealer to get it, keep those customers, and make the money with it. We've got a variety of options, man. I really hope you do check us out. I really do. So yeah, if you guys are interested, we'd love to have you come on as a dealer. Simple is going to www.tanlinkcorp.com. Right up on top is Become a Dealer. All you got to do is click that tab, fill out the easy form. That'll get to us here. We'll contact you. We'll get you set up. We'll figure out what you're after, what you want. And here's a promise from us to you that we really genuinely want to partner with you. I mentioned early on that Tanlink Corp is a marketing company, and they do marketing like nobody I know of. They've got so many videos, so many assets. So if there's even assets you want to help market this product in your showroom or even online, we can get all of that stuff for you because we're not looking to just sell with you. We're looking to partner with you. We really want to do this. So www.tanlinkcorp.com, fill that out. We're here in SoCal, which means if you have problems, we're going to answer the phone. We're here, man. I really hope that the next time I see you guys at a show, you're not going to tell me about how somebody brought in a Wolfbox product, but rather how you sold it. And we could talk about how you took that money from Amazon. So thanks, guys.
And that was Tanlink's Jonathan Detlefsen coming in, giving us some schooling and education on who is Tanlink and some of these products they have under both the Wolfbox and Red Tiger name. Again, leaders in the Amazon side of things. And here's an opportunity for you dealers out there to take advantage and become a direct dealer yourself and maybe get back some of that business. For more information, like Jonathan said, do head over to their website, tanlinkcorp.com. Now, my takeaway is I'm a little bit lost for words because, like I said earlier on, I am not the biggest fan of electronics in our industry being sold on Amazon. But the harsh reality is to become successful on Amazon, you got to have some good product. Not only that, you got to have some budget to be able to market because the metrics and the population is so vast that it really is a tough job to communicate and get through to the masses. Well, this company seems to have cracked the code on that. Not only that, they're backing it up with product that are packed with features, seemingly very high quality. And not only that, at an affordable price to boot. So if you are in fact a dealer that has already, has experience installing said product because customers have brought it to you, or maybe you are looking at expanding your, catalog into the type of products you offer, well, this is one brand that you should definitely take a closer look at and becoming a dealer yourself. That's it for the CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.